Even for a skilled homeowner or an advanced DIYer, installing a fireplace can be a daunting task. The installation involves attributes from many trades, including electrical, plumbing, and framing. Working with a contractor or home improvement firm is a huge reassurance when you're having doubts about the installation. But proper installation can differ quite a bit between fireplace types and across product lines. What's right for some definitely isn't right for all. So, in this video, we'll guide you through 5 common errors that even the most experienced professionals make. The specialists at eFireplaceStore are certified by the National Fireplace Institute, which means theirs is the knowledge you should trust when it comes to your hearth appliance. Mistake 1. Making the wrong valve connections. When considering a gas fireplace, there's a long list of different valve and burner systems to choose from. Among those choices are millivolt gas valve systems. A millivolt valve system, also called a standing pilot system, uses a pilot assembly with a small standing flame that burns at all times. And here, you'll see that a contractor has improperly connected a 120 volt AC power lead to the terminal block. If turned on, this would give the terminal a dangerous electrical charge, damaging both the valve and the pilot assembly. Here's what it looks like when it's done correctly. A millivolt valve should only be connected to a fireplace-specific low-voltage switch or remote. To prevent situations like this, we encourage you to select a contractor who is willing to closely review the wiring diagrams in your chosen appliance's installation manual with you. Mistake 2. Leaving too little space between the vent pipe and the framing. Sometimes structural changes are needed to accommodate a fireplace vent pipe. Here is a Class A chimney pipe routed near a 2x4 stud framing member. As you can see, no clearance was left between the pipe and the plate. Many installers treat fireplace venting like HVAC ducting, where direct contact to wood framing is acceptable. But for fireplace venting, this is not safe. All venting requires some amount of clearance due to the much higher temperatures these vent pipes reach. In this shot, you can see the notch was made to give the pipe the 2 inches of clearance that some Class A vent pipes require. While most installers understand the importance of these clearances, it's a simple mistake to make. Fortunately, this is one issue that can be easily fixed in almost every case, even if it's discovered after the framing is done. If the framing is load-bearing and can't be notched, use elbows to offset the pipe. Mistake 3. Insulating the fireplace the wrong way. Homes today are becoming more and more efficient. The increased use of insulation better regulates the indoor environment despite temperature fluctuations outdoors. A large part of fireplace safety is maintaining clearances to combustibles and insulating around the unit. Most gas and wood-burning fireplaces alike have standoffs screwed or welded onto the chassis. These standoffs are a guide for framing the fireplace into a wall enclosure. Although it might seem right to insulate any and all gaps between the fireplace and the framing, it's actually very hazardous. Blocking off these air passageways is a dangerous practice. It causes the fireplace to retain too much heat and can potentially ignite the paper face of the insulation or transfer heat to the adjacent framing. The best practice is to insulate the wall cavities around the fireplace, but not to insulate the fireplace itself. As shown here, the space between the upper fireplace chassis and the bottom of the wall plate should remain completely empty. The installation manual for your specific appliance will cover the other required clearances in detail. Mistake 4. Selecting the wrong vent pipe. A large part of a successful gas fireplace installation is using the right vent pipe. Every appliance's installation manual lists the specific venting system or venting components approved for use on it. Here you can see the vent collar of a direct vent fireplace. Notice there's both an inner and an outer collar, but in this shot, you can see the contractor has incorrectly tried to use a Type B vent pipe to vent this direct vent appliance. B-vent fireplaces draw combustion air from the room much the same way traditional wood-burning fireplaces do. Direct vent fireplaces, on the other hand, use a pane of tempered or ceramic glass to seal the combustion chamber. To provide air for combustion to the fireplace, special double-walled direct vent pipe is used. The inner tube vents exhaust gases outdoors, while the outer tube pulls in combustion air from outside. While this setup might mechanically allow exhaust gases to vent out, it won't allow the fireplace to draw in combustion air, and it certainly won't pass an inspection. Mistake 5. Installing combustibles across the fireplace front. Manufacturers' installation manuals usually include charts that outline safe clearances for combustible finishing materials. In this shot, though, you can see a common fireplace finishing error. Here, in an attempt to give the fireplace a built-in look, a contractor has covered its metal facade with drywall. While it's in operation, the unit's metal face will become quite hot. So, over time, the paper facing of the drywall will discolor and can even ignite. Any model featuring a louvered face must always have its louvers left uncovered, unless the manufacturer explicitly states otherwise. In this shot, you can see the drywall panel properly relocated with correct spacing above the unit. A trim kit can be used to cover the gap. And there's our list of 5 common contractor mistakes. Working with a professional contractor is a great way to ensure that your room addition or remodel is completed on time and on budget. But making sure your contractor understands what makes fireplace installations unique is the best path to the successful and safe installation of your new appliance. eFireplaceStore strongly encourages both you and your contractor to consult our NFI Certified Specialists for guidance on planning your next fireplace installation. And for more on hearth appliance selection and installation, visit us at eFireplaceStore.com, where you can shop and continue to learn from our ever-growing library of articles, videos, and other guides. Thanks for watching.